Ladies and gentlemen, from the city of Baltimore, your host, Uncle Sheldon Coyote, and the Coyote Man from the Coyote Man Show.
Welcome to the Coyote Man Show.
Yo, we gotta do something for the YouTube. Everybody, you know, they told us to do something for the YouTube.
Can't leave the YouTube out.
You know, for our people that like rock music, we gotta do something for them. YouTube.
No? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
How about country? YouTube, I know a YouTube. Oh, no. Marching band. YouTube, YouTube, marching band girls.
I think we made the point.
Okay. Peace. YouTube.
Sponsored by POTU Films. If you need your event filmed or edited, call POTU Films. If you like to act or sing, call POTU Films. Need your business marketed? Call POTU Films. Aw, heck, if you need anything, just call POTU Films. That's the Coyote Man Show. You done crossed that line.
Brunch All Day Caterers. Don't let the name fool you. No event is too small, we do it all. Birthday parties, bridal showers, business meetings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, church events, dinner for two, office events, brunch, and dinner. Brunch All Day Caterers is a family-owned business with years' experience that guarantees excellent food, excellent service, and an excellent event. Let us cater your next event. Call now, 410-961-6802 for Linwood and Tanya McCrae. The Coyote Man loves us.
Don't go doing it yourself. You need Millennium Plumbing. Don't go doing it yourself. You need Millennium Plumbing. I need a plumber!
MillenniumPlumbingServices.com. That's 1-877-804-9092. Millennium Plumbing is a 24-hour operation. And remember, don't go doing it yourself.
Doing it yourself.
You need Millennium Plumbing.
You need to cross that.
The small change, the small change, the small change. Your Coyote Man, small change. Your Coyote Man, small change, small change. The small change, the small change, the small change. Your Coyote Man, small change. Your Coyote Man, small change, small change. The small change, the small change, the small change. Your Coyote Man, small change. Your Coyote Man, small change, small change. The small change, the small change, the small change.
This is Miss Vivi. Welcome to the Coyote Man Show Small Change Court. Everyone here has been banned from the state of Maryland's legal system for a year due to improper behavior. Now, the judges and lawyers are practicing law here in the city, still trying to bring forth justice. The people that actually use the Coyote Man Show's Small Change Court are those that cannot afford regular court. Here at the Coyote Man Show's Small Change Court, the rules are different. However, the verdict still stands.
Small Change Court is about to be in session. Now, since the banning of Small Change Court from the Maryland court system, we'd like to take this time to thank Bishop Slick Willie Culpepper for allowing us to use his church for these proceedings. Now, he only asks that we play this organ right here every so often, make sure it's good for Sunday service. Now, much like all courts, we have rules and regulations. Rule number 1, no complaining. Now, for you young folk, I'm gonna keep this 100. I'm gonna put it like this. If your broke behind could afford to be in any other courtroom, you be there. I don't want to hear not nail complaint. We took your independence card, we took your checks, we took your food stamps, all that type stuff. If you could afford to be somewhere else, you be there. Now, rule number 2, if you look to the rear of the court, there are 2 gentlemen there. Now, I use that term gentlemen loosely. They are here in case you decide not to pay your court fees or other judgments rendered to you by this courtroom. I advise you, these gentlemen are real. Their criminal records are real. And if you decide in any way, shape, or form to disrupt this courtroom, the ass whooping you receive will in fact be real. Now, all rules and procedures are enforced by rule number 2. Now, in case you did not notice, I do remind you, these gentlemen are ex-convicts. Well, they're current convicts, but I'm just telling you, just so you know, I'm keeping it 100 with you. Now, if y'all understand all the rules and regulations of this court and don't want the hell be out to you, all right? Small change court is about to be in session. The Honorable Kaisha Jenkins presides. Your Honor, first case on the docket, 234, the state versus Miss Juanita Jordan.
Thank you, bailiff. Counsel, can you introduce yourselves for the court's records?
Morning, Your Honor. I am State's Attorney Ebony Softspot.
Good morning, Ms. Softspot.
Your Honor, I'm State Attorney Gennaro Berserk.
Good morning, Ms. Berserk.
Your Honor, I'm Attorney Bushy Coyote representing my client, Miss Juanita Jordan.
Good morning, Mr. Coyote. And Ms. Jordan, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is the state ready to present their case?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, on November 7th, 2010, Miss Juanita Jordan here walked into Ruby's Cookie Shop. Now, Miss Towers, who was working as a cashier at the time, then sees Miss Jordan pull out a 9mm handgun and then point it at Miss Towers' face. She proceeded to demand the money in the register and, yes, oh, and I quote, "Hand it over or I'll shoot you in your ass." End of quote. Now, of course, Miss Towers was terrified, petrified, fearful for her life. So she handed over the money. And then Miss Jordan punched her in her face. She already had the money. Now, Miss Towers did not anticipate being held at gunpoint, being punched in her face, and going through the emotional trauma.
Attorney Coyote, please state your case.
Yes, Your Honor. Counsel tried to make her seem like a terrible person. Your Honor, my client, Miss Juanita Jordan, is an outstanding member of the community, which graduated from the high prestigious school. You did graduate, didn't you? Which is currently attending a GED program on the east side of Baltimore, near Jerry Fish and Grill.
I'm almost finished too, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're not gonna try to act like this wasn't a violent and heinous act. But my client is a victim. She is not a violent person. She's a victim that suffers from paraplegic ignorance disorder, Your Honor. And before this case is over, I will prove that she's innocent of all charges. We're not saying that none of her body committed a crime. We just said, why make her whole body pay for what her arm did? Thank you, Your Honor.
What? Your Honor, this is absurd, ridiculous, and impossible.
Sit down, Miss Berserk. Coyote, This is ridiculous. I hope you have enough evidence to prove your case. Is the state ready to present their case?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Now, I advise you, the gentleman in the back, and I do use the term gentleman loosely, are trained to beat you like a pinata at an 8-year-old's birthday party.
Miss Towers. Miss Towers, can you tell the court, in your own words, what happened on November 7th, 2010?
Well, on November 7th, 2010, Miss Jordan came up in my store and put a gun to my head. She told me to give her all the money in the cash register. And when I gave it to her, she punched me in my head like I stole something. Now I'm scared to go back to work. And my head and my stomach been hurting ever since then.
Miss Towers, have you took a shower?
Yes, I did. Me and all my 10 kids.
All of your 10 kids?
Coyote!
I'm sorry, Your Honor, she coming up in here stinking. When the alleged gun that my client supposed to had against your naughty, never done head,
My head stay done.
what hand did she use?
Her left hand.
Her left hand. Is this the same hand that supposed to punched you in your eye?
Yes, it sure was, Your Honor.
Let the court see your eye.
Y'all can.
Let the court make a record that this does not look like a black eye at all. All them bumps around the eye look like herpes simplex number 9.
Objection!
Do you recognize these pills?
Oh my gosh. Where did you get those? You been in my house.
Just because I'm a man, it don't mean I was in your house.
They my baby daddies.
What type of pills are these?
Answer the question, Miss Towers, before I get the bailiff to bust you in your head. They my gas pills, Your Honor.
Your gas pills. So it wasn't my client that made your stomach hurt. It was your funky ass wanting to eat whatever you wanted to eat.
Objection!
Your Honor, he's badgering the witness.
You need to be objecting to your client's funky ass.
Mr. Coyote, you better conduct yourself in this courtroom. Do you have any more questions?
So, Mr. Mohammed, can you please explain the events to me that happened on November 7th, 2010?
I walked into the store and I was looking for bottled water. I got a little angry when I didn't see it. Then I noticed a commotion. I looked up and this ruffian right here had a gun on this woman and then hit her in the face like she was in a UFC heavyweight fight.
Now, Mr. Mohammed, for those who may not know, can you please explain what a UFC heavyweight fight is?
A UFC heavyweight fight is one guy versus another guy and they beat each other senseless. Blood, guts, all types of violent stuff.
Sounds rather violent, is it not?
Yes, it's very violent.
Violent, Your witness.
Mr. Talib, you said you've seen everything. What's everything? Did you see the atoms in the air?
No, I did not see the atoms in the air.
Well, I would suggest that you didn't see everything. Now, you supposed to have seen everything, but you told the court earlier you couldn't even find a bottle of water. When you was looking, did you have your glasses on?
No, I did not, but I see well without them.
You see well without them?
Yes.
Your Honor, he claimed that he seen everything, but yet he couldn't find a bottle of water that was in front of the store. Can I hold your glasses? Let's see what this. Woo! Good gracious. There's a lot of medicine in here. So I would assume that you need them. Well, let me see if you can read the words on this paper. I know I can. They amplified and magnified. Could you read this paper for the court? The words on it?
I don't see anything.
You don't see nothing on that paper?
I don't see anything.
You cannot see none of the words on that paper?
I do not see anything on this paper.
So we state in the record you cannot read the words that's on that paper? No.
I do not see anything on this paper.
I'm through with this witness. He can't read none of the words on the paper. Clearly, he cannot read without these glasses. Thank you, Your Honor.
You really couldn't see what was on the paper.
It was a blank piece of paper. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah, totally, dude, totally.
Now, if you lie up in here, these gentlemen are trained to beat you like Tina Turner after a bad performance.
Chill, man. Calm down. Stop the violence, brother.
Dr. Hasselmore, could you explain to the court my client's condition?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's called paraplegic ignorance disorder.
Paraplegic ignorance disorder?
Yeah, it's like when the body parts function without the brain's permission.
The body parts now are functioning without the brain's permission. So are you saying that it is possible that my client could have went in the store to get some juice or some water, and she walking on like this trying to get some juice or some water, her arm to say, hey, wait a minute, hold up. And then start robbing the store. But she don't want no parts of it. Is this possible?
Oh yeah, totally, dude, totally.
I object, Your Honor. Dr. Hasselmore has no way of knowing Mrs. Jordan's mindset at the state of this robbery.
Overruled. Coyote, you need to get on with it.
Doctor, hi, some more. Are you high right now?
No, man. But I do have some hash brown for your tightness.
Take note. No, thank you. Now, the arm is part of the body.
Yes, Your Honor. Is Castro asking a question or making a statement?
I'll rephrase, Your Honor. Doctor, is the arm a part of the human body?
Totally.
As I thought. All right. And when you're treating someone with paraplegic ignorance disorder that I'm sure is in all the medical books, yet I've never heard of it, do you treat the arm or the patient?
The patient, dude! The patient!
Miss Moore, how do you feel about my client?
Oh, I met her at the club.
Met her at the club. And at the club, how did you feel about my client?
I thought she was strange.
You thought she was strange, and why would you say my client is strange? And I got a warrant, you know? But I can get the bailiff to bust your head open, or I can do it myself, but I ain't gonna keep here. You really getting on my nerves with all that and stuff. And shit. You know, why do you think he's strange?
Well, her arm was dancing around, but the rest of her body clearly didn't want to be there.
I object, Your Honor. This is ridiculous.
Objection sustained. Does the state want to cross-examine this witness?
Don't go doing it yourself. You need Millennium Plumbing. Don't go doing it yourself. You need Millennium Plumbing. I need a plumber!
MillenniumPlumbingServices.com. That's 1-877-804-9092. Millennium Plumbing is a 24-hour operation. And remember, don't go doing it yourself. You need Millennium Plumbing.
Brunch All Day Caterers. Don't let the name fool you. No event is too small, we do it all. Birthday parties, bridal showers, business meetings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, church events, dinner for two, office events, brunch, and dinner. Brunch All Day Caterers is a family-owned business with years' experience that guarantees excellent food, excellent service, and an excellent event. Let us cater your next event. Call now, 410-961-6802 for Linwood and Tanya McCrae. The Coyote Man loves us.
Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, Scott Bay. Photographer, photographer, the world's greatest. Scott Bay, the world's greatest. Scott Bay, Scott Bay, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer. Photographer, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer. Photographer, photographer. Scott Bay, Scott Bay, Scott Bay, Scott Bay, Scott Bay, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer. Scott Bay, photographer, 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 Scott Bay, photographer, Scott Bay, photographer, Scott Bay, photographer, photographer, photographer. Good is not good enough when excellence is possible. Scott Bay, Scott.
Tweet us. Why don't you tweet us? Why don't you tweet us? Why don't you tweet? Tweet us. Why don't you tweet us? Why don't you tweet us? Why don't you tweet? Tweet us. Tweet us. Fellowettes, tweet us, please. Dudes, tweet us, please. Tweet us, please. Just tweet us, please. Tweet is tweeting us is all that you have to do. Just tweet. Tweet us. Tweet us. 1 second. Just tweet us.
This is Miss Vivi. Now back to the Coyote Man Show.
Your Honor, this is a clear-cut case of armed robbery, assault and battery, and first-degree theft. Why the defense wants to waste all of our precious time with this ridiculous accusations that only Miss Jordan's arm is guilty and not her entire body is beyond me. We have video footage of her entire body at the scene of the crime. She doesn't deny she was at the scene of the crime. And we have her book. If I committed armed robbery and punched a bee in the face, I'd get caught, quote unquote. The signs are all there. Now, if the defense would like her arm to serve the time instead of just her body, well, we're okay with that, but since we highly doubt she wants her arm to get chopped off, the rest of her body will just have to go along for the ride. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, when you get a nail in your tire, you don't make the other 4 tires pay for what that one tire did. Cause the other tire was riding fine. That one tire with the hole goes to that big tire rod up in the sky for the tires.
What?
Look, mind your business. Your Honor, all I'm saying is we don't want Mrs. Jordan to pay for what her arm did. She suffers from a condition, a paraplegic ignorant disorder. As you heard the doctor testify, high or not, it is true. And she should not be held accountable. Like I said, we have no problem with her arm during the necessary time. We just ask that if the court would find her whole body, it would, just think about it, it would be unconstitutional, illegal, un-American, unpatriotic. So I say that you find Mrs. Jordan's body innocent of all charges. It was the arm who did it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Despite Coyote's creative attempts to make mockery of this courtroom, I find Juanita Jordan guilty of all charges. Now, they just wanted me to charge her left arm. Now, the 15 years I was gonna give her left arm and her whole body, plus parole, I changed my mind. Now I'm gonna give her 30 years for her left arm, and the rest of her body can accompany it if it likes. Mr. Coyote, you should be okay with this verdict. Bailiff, take Miss Jordan's left arm into custody, and whatever part of her body that wants to go along for the ride, take it.